Good morning. It is Monday, March 6, 2017, and we're pleased to bring you today's edition of the local news. Welcome. In the news, situation of areas in the interior hit by flooding is normalizing. Accreditation for general practitioners training. Preschoolers visit Ministry of Agriculture. And Project a Foundation wants to strengthen organizations with program. I'm Dakota Simpson Marshall. Your local news begins now. Operation Haywatra declares the situation of the areas in the interior affected by the floods stable. The water level has dropped by more than 2 meters. The National Disaster Coordinating Center, NCCR, hopes that this development will expand further. According to Major Unu Kranenberg, operations manager of NCCR, over 20,000 people were affected by the flooding in eastern Suriname. The water level rose 5.6 meters and even higher in some areas. The NCCR, which coordinates the relief work, is working daily to provide the villagers with relief goods. Major Ulrich Korte, who's in charge of the logistics, indicated that the NCCR is working hard to accommodate everyone as much as possible. So far, the Coordination Center has no reports of health situations. There is good cooperation with the medical mission that controls the health sector in the regions. The normalization of the educational process has already taken place. Korte said that the cooperation with the local staff doesn't always go well. On Friday, President Desiree Botesa commenced an orientation in the area, which will last 2 weeks. The village of Bigiston was the first to be visited by the president. There, he was received by Captain Sylvester Awachiale, who together with the teachers informed him of the situation at the school. The Surinamese General Practitioners Training is going for accreditation. Especially for this, the executive of the GP training of Ranboud UMC Nijmegen, Alphonse Olde Luhuis, is in Suriname. The purpose of his visit is to verify if the training is conducted according to all criteria. According to Luhuis, the Surinamese GP training that has been conducted for 1.5 years now has made big steps. The staff is good, and the GPs in training are also very enthusiastic. But there are also areas for improvement, he said. Another risk is that the members of the jury are quite old. It's time for rejuvenation. The study lasted several weeks, in which they also looked at quality. The training of the general practitioners was scrutinized. The GP training is certified, and this certification is valid for 2 years. Within this period, improvements should be addressed effectively. After these 2 years, a new accreditation is granted. The younger you learn things, the better you can apply them later. The preschool section of the Zinea School visited the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, LVV. Preschoolers spent, together with their teachers, a day at the ministry last Friday. The purpose of the visit was to show the students what agriculture means. In connection with the theme, to plant, the teachers of the preschool section of the Zinea School decided to make an educational trip. The choice was for the Ministry of LVV. The children received a guided tour and demonstrations from the staff of the ministry. Also, the difference between planting in a greenhouse and on normal fields was explained. In an easy way, officials of the ministry told the preschoolers about the growth time of plants and how farmland is prepared. Minister Suresh Algo also gave a demonstration of planting rice. According to the Minister of LVV, the visit of the children fits exactly in the plan of the ministry to share agricultural knowledge with the young Surinamese at an early stage. The final item for local news today is that Active Citizens by Culture and Sports, ABCS, is a program of the Foundation Projecta, and it has been active for 2 years. ABCS is currently working on activities. With the program, various organizations in the field of sports, culture, and community work are being strengthened. These organizations can then, with the knowledge gained from their ABCS audience or communities where they work, be encouraged to do sports and cultural activities. Projecta is a non-governmental organization that engages in the promotion of good governance, participation, and gender equality. They look for funding both nationally and internationally. The foundation wants to commit itself in the coming years to issues of good governance, dialogue participation, and gender equality. That brings us to the end of local news for today. Join us again tomorrow for more local news. Have a wonderful day.